It has been 125 days since I started investing in Bitcoin, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how my investment has been performing for me. Guys, if you've watched any of my previous content, then you know we just continue to stack these investments on top of each other by making small investments every single day while we invest and chill and eventually get to the bag. So far over the first 125 days of my investment in Bitcoin, I have invested $1,250. And if you've been paying attention to how the market has been moving in the cryptocurrency space, then you know that Bitcoin has been on the decline. I'm not someone who often invests in the cryptocurrency space. My bread and butter has been the stock market, investing in stocks and ETFs, but I wanted to have a little bit of exposure in this space to diversify the portfolio that we start building out right here on this channel back in January of 2024. And since I'm not a big player in the cryptocurrency space, it really came down to two options. It was either invest in Bitcoin or invest in ETH. And I like both of them, but I went with Bitcoin because at the time it was on fire. I mean, when I started investing in this position, we were trading at around $126,000 per coin. And as of the recording of this video, we are trading at $89,355. One of the biggest things that I've learned since investing in the cryptocurrency space is the price action is crazy. I mean, the price changes so frequently. Sometimes it seems like it changes multiple times within a few seconds. And it also trades 24/7 by 365 days. So there's no weekends or holidays to where cryptocurrency cannot be traded, which again is a little bit different from what I was used to. So one of the things that we're doing a little bit differently with our investment in Bitcoin is that we are investing weekly in this. So in my account in Webull, we're investing daily. In this account in Robinhood, where I'm using to purchase my Bitcoin, we're investing every single Friday. We have a reoccurring investment set up to go in and purchase $50 every single Friday. So when I say 125 days, that's 125 weekdays. We're excluding weekends. And I did that because I wanted it to mirror my investments and my ETFs as closely as possible. And another thing that happens from a weekly investment perspective is it gives you another view of how investing weekly versus daily can impact how your portfolio grows. I don't know if it makes that big of a difference, but in the case of cryptocurrency, that's what we're doing with this. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. And as you can see, I have a total of $1,173.71 in my Robinhood account that is invested in crypto. Now, the only caveat here is that $100 of that $1,173.71 is just sitting in my account waiting to be invested. So today is Thursday. So tomorrow, $50 will automatically be charged against my account and will purchase cryptocurrency, and more specifically Bitcoin, in my account. So as you can already see, the amount that I invested, $1,250, is actually lower than what is actually in my account. So you already know where this is headed, but I'm still gonna show you how my investment has been performing. All right, so right now we're taking a look at my overall position in Bitcoin. And as you can see, if you take a look to the top left corner here, you'll see that I have a quantity of 0.01198. So not a lot by way of quantity, but we're continuing to grow our position. And if you look right below that, I have an average cost of $103,234.76. Now, if you remember, I actually started investing in Bitcoin at around $126,000. So if you look at the delta, starting with around $126,000 down to what my average cost is, and then you compare that to the current cost of Bitcoin, which is that $89,623, you really start to see how the movement to the downside impacted my position in Bitcoin. Now, one thing I want to point out about this, and I often get this question whenever I do my daily investment videos, is someone will leave a comment that says, hey, why not invest everything up front? If you invest everything up front, you have a better chance of having higher returns. And they're absolutely right when they say that. But on the flip side, this is also what happens. I started investing at all-time highs in Bitcoin. And now that it's pulling back, you're starting to see the impact that it has in my portfolio. But as you guys know, I'm not worried about short-term swings in the market. We're in this for the long term, and I don't have any plans of getting rid of my investment in Bitcoin. Now, of course, that could change at any given point in time. And if that does, I'll definitely drop a video and let you guys know that, and let you know if I decide to do something differently. But as of right now, I'm staying in Bitcoin. And if you take a look to the right of my quantity, you'll see I have a total value of $1,074.56. And right below that, my portfolio diversity is 100%. So the only thing that I have in my investment account with Robinhood is Bitcoin. I don't have any stocks. I don't have any ETFs. I don't have anything else in this portfolio. Now, if we take a look right below that, we'll see the returns on the day is I'm down $3.69, which also equates to being down 0.34%. So almost 0.5% on the day. And then if you take a look right below that, then you'll see my total return, right? Since I started investing in this position, I am down $163.34, and that equates to being down 13.2%. So I'm down a decent amount in my position, and that's mainly because I started investing in this position at or near all-time highs. But as we continue to trade in this band, because the last update that I gave on Bitcoin, we were trading in the $80,000 range. I want to say it was $85,000 to $88,000 range is what we were trading in. I also get an opportunity to bring my average cost down. So my expectation, if Bitcoin stays in that band, that $85,000 to $90,000 band over the next few weeks, my expectation is that on my next video update, my average cost will be reflected and will be lower than the $103,234. I don't know, but we'll see. And then if you take a look below that, you'll just see the reoccurring $50 every week in my investment, and you see that it says it's tomorrow. I'm filming this video on a Thursday afternoon, so tomorrow it'll go in and it'll make the purchase, and then the following Friday it'll automatically purchase. One of the best things that I've done in this portfolio, as well as in my Webull portfolio, is I have it set up to automatically pull money from my checking account whenever I get paid into this account. So guys, I'm really reviewing this in real time with you. I never go into this account. I don't go into the Webull account because I want to review these at the same time that you guys are. All right, let's take a look at a few stats just on Bitcoin in general. So as of right now, the 52-week high is $126,238.22. And unfortunately, that's around the time that we started investing in it in this portfolio. And then if you take a look below that, the 52-week low, $74,479.39. That's the bottom number that I'm watching for. I have an alert set on multiple brokerage accounts that I have just to see, are we getting closer to that $74,000 range, or are we going to continue to inch our way back up closer to 100,000? So I'm really watching to see what's going to happen over the next few months in Bitcoin. But we've seen this story before. We've seen it pull back, and then we've seen it move right back up to the upside. So I'm curious to see if that's what's going to happen here. And then, like I had previously mentioned, the trading and the price action on Bitcoin, you take a look at the 24-hour volume, 20.67 billion. That's how much has been traded within a 24-hour period. That's insane. And then we take a look at the market cap, 1.79 trillion. These are insane numbers, and it's one of the main reasons I wanted to have a little bit of exposure in the cryptocurrency space. Now, for as of right now, cryptocurrency is going to remain a small portion of my overall investments. I'm not a crypto guy. I don't trip or have anything against anybody that is a crypto person. You have to invest in whatever you like. But for me, it's just going to remain a smaller overall percentage of my investment. All right, guys, I'm down around 13% in my investment in Bitcoin. Now, of course, I wish that number was positive. I wish I was green in this investment, but that's just the way it goes sometimes whenever you're investing. And fortunately for me, I'm only down around $160 some in my investment so far. But I'm curious to see how that number is going to change over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Are we going to see the price of Bitcoin continue to stay in this band? Are we going to see some movement to the downside? Or will the market turn around and move back to the upside? Before jumping into Bitcoin, I always thought that cryptocurrency mirrored what the stock market was doing. But as of right now, it doesn't look like that's the case. So what do you guys think? Are you investing in cryptocurrency? If you are, what are you investing in? And how often are you investing in it? Be curious to see how others are approaching their investments in cryptocurrency and to see how it's differing from how I'm investing in cryptocurrency. But as you guys know, we're just going to continue to invest and chill, and we're going to just let automation do its thing and help us get to the bag. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.